You've been told to eat light, avoid heaviness, keep it clean. But what if some of the foods that feel gentle are actually leaving you more tired, more inflamed, and less nourished? After 60, your body doesn't just need fewer calories. It needs more wisdom in what those calories do. Let's walk through 5 foods that seem healthy on the outside, but may be quietly draining your energy every single day. After 60, your body changes in ways that labels don't show. Digestion slows, blood sugar swings harder, nutrients are absorbed differently, and your body becomes more reactive to the subtle things. That's why so many foods labeled as light, low fat, low calorie, low everything, can actually leave older adults malnourished, foggy, or fatigued. You're eating the right things, but still feeling off. In this video, we'll gently uncover 5 common light foods that might be working against your body, and how to shift them in ways that nourish, not drain. 1. Low-fat yogurt, the sneaky sugar trap. It sounds like the perfect food, light, clean, good for your gut. But low-fat yogurt, especially the flavored kind, often hides more harm than help for older adults. Here's why. When the fat is removed, the flavor goes flat. So manufacturers add sugar, fruit syrup, or even artificial sweeteners to bring the taste back. It may look like a small snack, but some single-serve light yogurts contain more sugar than a donut. For people over 60, this matters more than ever. Fast sugar hits your bloodstream quickly, leading to a short burst of energy, followed by a crash. You may feel hungry again in less than an hour, or worse, foggy, irritable, or low. Think of it like a soft-looking cushion that's actually filled with pins underneath. I once worked with Joyce, 67. She started her day with low-fat strawberry yogurt every morning, but she always needed a second breakfast, a muffin or toast, just to feel steady. We switched her to full-fat plain yogurt and added berries, cinnamon, and a spoon of chia. Within 1 week, her mornings held together. No crash, no cravings. Here's the shift. Choose full-fat plain yogurt. Add your own fruit, flaxseed, or cinnamon. Skip flavored or 0% fat varieties. They're often sweetened to disguise the blandness. Because after 60, your body doesn't just need less. It needs smarter structure, food that stays with you instead of fading fast. 2. Rice cakes, the Airy energy crash. They crunch, they're low in calories, and they make you feel like you're doing the right thing, especially when you're trying to eat light. But rice cakes are made of refined white rice, puffed with air, stripped of almost everything. No fiber, no protein, no fat. What's left is a high glycemic food that hits your bloodstream quickly, spikes your blood sugar, then vanishes, leaving you hungrier than before. Imagine eating something that looks like food, but dissolves into nothing before your body even gets the signal to use it. This is why rice cakes, though light, often leave older adults feeling foggy, low on energy, or needing just one more snack. I worked with Carol, 70. She used to eat rice cakes with a touch of honey in the afternoon, but by 3 p.m., she was yawning, felt cold, and always needed a coffee to push through. We swapped them for seed crackers with hummus, and suddenly, her afternoons felt stable, even satisfying. Here's your gentle shift. Skip rice cakes as solo snacks. Replace with seed crackers, plus avocado or hummus, a boiled egg, plus small fruit, a few almonds, plus apple slices. Because after 60, snacks shouldn't vanish into thin air. They should stay with you, nourish, hold, and carry you through the day. Number 3. Raw spinach smoothies, the unexpected gut disruptor. It looks like the healthiest thing on your plate, a tall green smoothie, vibrant, clean, full of life. You drink it with pride, believing you're doing something truly good for your body. But sometimes, even what looks the greenest can be the hardest to digest. Raw spinach contains oxalates, natural compounds that bind to calcium and iron, making them harder to absorb. And when you blend spinach raw, you don't remove oxalates. You just make them easier for your body to absorb quickly. For a gut that's already more sensitive after 60, this can quietly lead to bloating, pressure in the belly, cold digestion, and a strange feeling of being too full but not nourished. Think of raw spinach like a beautiful green leaf, but with tiny thorns on the underside you can't quite see. Aaliyah, 65, made a raw smoothie every morning. Spinach, banana, almond milk. She felt bloated, unsettled, almost chilled from the inside out. We tried a simple change: steam the spinach first, or swap in lightly cooked kale or chard. Within days, her belly softened. Here's your gentle shift. Steam spinach for 30 seconds before blending. Rotate greens, chard, kale, or even zucchini work beautifully. Add warming spices, ginger, cinnamon, turmeric, and always tune in. Your gut is wiser than a recipe. Because healing after 60 doesn't come from being raw or extreme. It comes from food that feels safe to receive. 4. Fruit-only breakfasts, the morning sugar trap. It looks beautiful. A rainbow of berries, melon, banana, fresh and inviting. No oil, no carbs, no guilt. Just fruit. But fruit alone, especially first thing in the morning, can be deceptively harsh on your energy after 60. Here's why. Fruit is mostly fructose and glucose, simple sugars. And when eaten by itself, with no fat or protein to slow it down, your blood sugar rises quickly, then falls just as fast. That crash might not feel dramatic, but it can show up as morning fatigue, mid-morning irritability, cravings for coffee, toast, or sweets, or a foggy head that lingers into lunchtime. Think of fruit-only breakfast like starting your day on a trampoline. A brief lift, followed by a sudden drop. Raphael, 71, thought fruit bowls were his healthiest habit, but by 10:30 he was snacking again, feeling off. We made a small shift: half a banana with almond butter toast, berries over Greek yogurt, one boiled egg with pear slices. No more crash. His energy held until lunch, calm, even, real. Here's your gentle shift. Never eat fruit alone in the morning. Pair it with nuts or seeds, yogurt or eggs, oats or nut butter toast. Keep portions balanced. You don't need more fruit, just better structure. Because mornings over 60 don't just need sweetness. They need sustaining care. That holds, not spikes. 5. Instant oatmeal packets. The quick fade. They're warm, comforting, labeled heart healthy, made with whole grains, good for cholesterol. And they are, in part. But for older adults, the way instant oats are processed makes them burn faster than your body can keep up with. Here's why. Instant oatmeal is pre-cooked and rolled thin, which means it digests quickly, causing a rapid rise in blood sugar. Especially if the packet is flavored, you're also getting added sugar, artificial flavoring, and not much fiber to balance it out. The result? A quick feeling of fullness, then a crash before lunch. Maybe hunger, or even irritability that sneaks in quietly. Think of it like a hug that's warm, but disappears before your arms even close. I worked with Paula, 69. She loved cinnamon apple oats, microwave in 60 seconds. But by 10:30, she needed toast or a second cup of coffee. We made a small change: steel-cut oats, cooked slower, with walnuts, flaxseed, and a dash of cinnamon. Her energy stayed. Her mornings no longer collapsed halfway through. Here's your gentle shift. Choose steel-cut or rolled oats. Cook slowly. 10-15 minutes is worth it. Add chia seeds, nut butter, Greek yogurt. Avoid packets, or mix your own base if you need speed. Because after 60, food shouldn't just comfort you, it should carry you. Light doesn't always mean nourishing, and clean doesn't always mean kind. After 60, your body doesn't need less food. It needs food that goes deeper, slower to digest, richer in support, and gentle in how it lands. The goal is no longer eat less. It's to eat wiser, with softness, rhythm, and enough care to feel whole after every meal. You haven't been doing it wrong. You've been trusting what sounded right. Now, it's time to listen to what your body actually wants. Comment, "Fuel me right," if you've ever felt betrayed by a food that promised to be healthy, but left you drained. And next time, we'll explore the 5 best comfort foods that actually restore energy, mood, and strength after 60. Because comfort after 60 isn't about indulgence. It's about being held from the inside out.